Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing and trying out the Tribe palette by Juvia's Place, which looks like this. So if you like to see what I do, just keep on watching. I already have my base makeup done and eyebrows on because I just wanted to get that out of the way. It's been on for a while because I did this and then I had a bunch of stuff I had to do, so hopefully I'm not like creasing up real bad or anything like that. But yeah, okay, so first I'm going to be doing a fairly complicated-esque look today from the notes I wrote down, because I did write down notes of how I wanted a look to do because that came to my mind, but now it seems like this is going to take a hot minute. I'm going to start off with this light yellow-green shade. I have no idea how to say that, so that's why I mean, it could be Masai, I don't know. But I'm taking a Wet n Wild blending brush, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack that on there. And then I'm only going to put this on the inner third of my eye. From what my notes say, so I guess that's what we're doing. Okay, now I'm going to be using the same brush and I'm taking the shade Oromo, the orange shade, which is right there. And I'm going to tap off the excess of that first shade and then dip into this. And I'm going to be putting this on the center of my crease, right next to the first shade. Lightly buff it into that first shade. If need be, go back into that first shade. Go back and forth to blend so that it looks nice and seamless. Back into the orange, blend, so on and so forth until you are happy with the way it looks. Okay, now I'm going to switch up brushes. I'm taking this Beauty Accents blending eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to be taking the shade Tootsie, which is this lighter green shade right here, and I'm going to put it on the outer third of my crease. My cat is meowing. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lightly tap where the green meets the orange, because if you kind of blend them too much together, they will create like a brownish shade, and I'm not really going for that, so. And then I'm going to go back into that first brush I used, tap some of the orange where the green meets, so that you have something like this. I know the green and the orange are not blended in the best, but that's because it is starting to do like a weird combo of colors here. Okay, and then now for more work in the crease, I'm going back into the orange shade, and I'm going to use this directly below that first inner corner shade, the lighter yellow-green, so that it's not only like a gradient from here to here, but it's also a gradient from bottom to top, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to run this lower into my crease right here. Okay, now using the same brush, I'm going to go into the brown shade, which is called Ashanti, right here, and I'm going to put that directly below the orange that's in the center, and then blend it into that orange that's on the inner portion on the lower edge of the crease. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna, you'll see. Me explaining right now is not the best. Tucking it right here. Then make sure you blend it into that orange. so now I have something like that. I'm hoping that this look comes together. I'm hoping it's one of those trust the process looks, or it's just going to look like garbage, and I might not even post this. Oh, this is looking so crazy. Okay, we're just gonna keep going on and crush our fingers. Okay, I'm taking the shade Sand, which is this dark green. I'm going to be putting it on the lower portion of the outer corner here. Okay. Like that. Am I liking that? Am I hating that? I might be hating it. Ah, okay. Okay, so I re-blended it together. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. It feels like I'm just, I don't know. It's not really going how I had envisioned. We're just gonna try to go on. So I'm going to take the shade Coral, which is right here. I'm taking that shade, and I'm going to pop this on the inner third of my lid. So hopefully, like, once the lid shades are down, it'll look much better in the crease. That's my hopes anyway. Okay, now I'm going to go into the shade Curla. It's this orange shade, and I'm going to be putting that on the center of my lids. I'm using the other side of this same brush. And if you've been with my channel for a while, you know that when I do blend shimmers, I go back and forth after I lay down this color. I will go back in with Coro and tap where they meet, and then go back in with this shade, and you'll see if you don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I should move my phone. It's so loud. First, I'm going to just line it all up properly. And then taking this shade, I'm going to tap where those shades meet to start blending. And then going back into Cora with that first side of the brush, going to tap that portion. So that you have something like this. Okay, now I'm yet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is my 8th brush I'm dirtying, and I hate that because I normally don't use that many brushes for a look, and it really frustrates me. But yeah, I'm taking another brush here. This is the Luxie 245 small shader brush, and I'm going to be taking the shade Cuba, which is this dark green shimmer, and I'm putting it on the outer corner of my lid. Please don't give me a lot of fallout. With the outer edge, I'm just going to kind of buff some of that dark green very lightly so that this shimmer has something to blend into, so it doesn't look so stark and just stop. Now that's at the orange portion, I'm going to take this brush again, take that orange shimmer shade and tap onto that green to better blend them together. Alright, now I'm going to focus on the lower lash line. I'm going to start off with this shade right here. And I'm going to use this, another brush that I'm dirtying, this Vintage Cosmetics Company brush, and I'm going to sweep that on the lower lashes. Then next I'm going to take the shade Ormo, which is the orange one, and I'm going to put that on the lower lash line as well, just not as low. Why did I sing that part? I don't know. And that. What the heck? Okay. Quarantine's getting to me, apparently. Okay, then I think finally for the lower lash line, I'm just going to take the shade Sand. I was going to do the brown, but I think the brown doesn't really stick too well, so I'm going to take the shade Sand and press that closest to my lower lash line. Okay, what I think I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to use my Wet n Wild Mega Liner in the shade Black and line my eyes, throw on a pair of lashes. They're the VGTE Style 05, which look like this, and also my mascara. I'm not sure which one I'm going to throw on, but I'll let you know afterward. Okay, now this is what the eyes are looking like with the lashes and everything, and I like it better with the lashes. I'm not a big fan of what's going on in the outer corner here because just the green trying to blend into everything just kind of turned a little muddy, but you know, whatever. Okay, now I'm going to finish off my base. I'm going to go into the Coastal Scents Suntones Bronzer in Light. This is actually fairly dark on my skin, so I'm going to be using a light hand. Would you guys like a breakdown of like my favorite like bronzers, my favorite blushes, powders, anything like that? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to sweep this lightly on my cheeks. Do you want to have kind of bronzy skin today? That's why I chose this one. This does have a slight sheen to it too, so that's something to note if you've never used this. I don't even know if this is still available, to be honest. But I am using a fairly warm toned blush today, so I'm hoping that that just kind of blends into it. Okay, then next for contour, I'm going into the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Contour Palette, and I'm taking this shade right here. I'm going to take my small contouring brush from Luxie, which is my favorite contouring brush ever. And I'm going to do a semi-strong contour today. Blend it into that bronzer. Even though I think it's because it's so gloomy outside, I want to look nice and bronzy and glowy for my pale butt. Because it's been a minute since there was actual sunlight, it feels like. I miss the sun. And I always like to do a fairly strong contour on the jaw. My hair, when I sleep, rubs onto my neck and still kind of like is fading. So it stains. My pillowcase is stained. My neck is stained. Okay, then for blush, I'm going into the Note Cosmetics blush in the shade Desert Rose, which is this dark, warm, toned, kind of like, you know, I don't know how to describe that. It's like a warm, dusty rose, almost. Like a kind of like peachy dusty rose, if that makes any sense whatsoever, which it probably doesn't. But I'm going to use my Royal Nickel Moto Pro pointed blush brush for this. And apply this to my cheeks. Might as well bring it fairly high up. You don't have to do this. It's just something I prefer sometimes. Right up to my eyeshadow and along the temples. I like to blend it into everything too, like my bronzer and my contour. Okay, then to finish off the base, I'm going into the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in this shade Winter Falls in LA. This has a slight blue shift to it. I don't know why, I just kind of felt like, even though like a lot of my look is warm toned, I want it to kind of tie into the green. So I'm just taking that on my Wet n Wild Unicorn highlighting brush. I'm going to pop that on my cheeks. Ooh, I'm gonna have to blend that out more. That looks like a big old blue stripe on my face. Cupid's bow. Tip of the nose, between the eyes, a little along the bridge. Tap off the excess on that. Oh, blend that a little better. I had originally wanted to do a dark lip, but I'm wondering if I should do a lighter lip. I want to do dark lip actually. Okay, I'm taking the LA Colors Matte Liquid Lip Color in the shade Illusion, and I'm going to put this on my lips. Okay, I don't think I really want to do heavy jewelry or anything like that. I mean, I might for photos, but it doesn't really need to throw them on right now, I don't think, because I'm not doing anything with my hair. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. So thoughts on the palette. I like it, I just am not the biggest fan of the eye look I created. I'm sure I'll like it if I just did like a yellow and green look, or like a warm tones look out of it. The colors worked great, except for that brown's a little weird. But yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much the end of this video. So if you like it, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already, or if you want to. I thought I saw some lipstick on my teeth. My bad. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.